Welcome to Big Country Gaming. This is your host, OK State 56. We're in the business of making gaming great again. So let's get rolling. Breaking news from New Orleans, the home of the Sun Belt Conference headquarters. After a week of deliberation during spring meetings, the Sun Belt Conference's fate has been hanging in the balance. According to several presidents, ADs, and coaches, the conference was seemingly moments away from dissolving several times during these meetings. Now we have confirmation that every team in the conference voted to leave for the FCS. They cited reasons anywhere from network payout distribution to strength of competition and desire to be a factor in the national championship race. The current conference climate was not allowing these teams to fully pursue those things, so this leads the conference to dissolve. Or so one would think. A mostly unknown group of teams in the Ozark Mountain Conference that participates in the United States Association of Collegiate Sports has been recruited to the Sun Belt to prevent further dissolution. There will be 12 new teams in the conference, and it will be divided into a North and South division, reminiscent of the old Big 12 conference. The teams in the North Division will consist of the Eastern Missouri Thunder Chickens, the Iowa Methodist Hogs, the Kansas Tech Red Knights, Missouri A&M Bluebirds, Omaha State Mammoths, Peoria Tech Aviating Ducks. The South Division will consist of the Dallas State Blue Bandits, Houston Christian Crusaders, Kentucky Baptist Mustangs, Oklahoma A&M Twisters, Texas Polytechnic Coyotes, Wesleyan State Tigers. Here we've already put together some information on each team and images of their uniforms. The Dallas State Blue Bandits are from Dallas, Texas, obviously. They also play in R.E. Herney Field. Their rivals are Houston Christian University, Texas Poly, and Oklahoma A&M. The Eastern Missouri Thunder Chickens are from Kirkwood, Missouri, and they play in Freeze Stadium. Their rivals are Missouri A&M and Kansas Tech. The Houston Christian Crusaders are from Houston, Texas. They play in St. John's Stadium, and their rivals are Dallas State University, Texas Polytechnic, and Oklahoma A&M. The Iowa Methodist Hogs are from Algona, Iowa. They play in the Hog Barn, and their rivals are the Omaha State Mammoths and Peoria Tech Aviating Ducks. The Kansas Tech Red Knights are from Wichita, Kansas. They play at Samsung Field, and their rivals are Missouri A&M and Eastern Missouri. The Kentucky Baptist Mustangs are from Pioneer Falls, Kentucky. They play at Floyd Wayne Field, and their rivals are Wesleyan State. Missouri A&M Bluebirds are from Jeff City, Missouri. They play at Des Moines Smith Stadium, and their rivals are Eastern Missouri and Kansas Tech. The Oklahoma A&M Twisters are from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. They play at OKC Memorial Stadium, and their rivals are Dallas State, Texas Poly, and Houston Christian. The Omaha State Mammoths are from Omaha, Nebraska. They play in Stampede Stadium, and their rivals are Iowa Methodist and Peoria Tech. The Peoria Tech Aviating Ducks are from Peoria, Illinois. They play in Duck Stadium, and their rival is the Omaha State Mammoths. The Texas Polytechnic Coyotes are from Odessa, Texas, and their stadium is Coyotes Stadium. Their rivals are Dallas State, Houston Christian, and Oklahoma A&M. The Wesleyan State Tigers are from Athens, Tennessee. They play in Bowling Stadium, and their rival is Kentucky Baptist. During the 2013 season, Texas Poly controlled the conference for the entirety of the regular season and competed for a top ranking all season long, even reaching as high as number 4 in the nation. As you can see in the standings, the divisions were originally different, with Kentucky Baptist and Texas Poly in different divisions. KBU won the South Division at 10-1, and Poly won the North at 12-0. KBU managed to beat Poly in a double overtime thriller for the conference title. Following the eye-opening season, and with the immediate success that Texas Poly, Kentucky Baptist, and Missouri A&M had, the NCAA launched an investigation into all the programs in the Sun Belt. Breaking news. The Sun Belt is making headlines once again for all the wrong reasons, and only a year after their massive conference realignment. You've likely heard of the 1987 SMU slush fund scandal that resulted in the infamous death penalty in which all of the 1987 and 88 seasons were canceled. After more than 6 months of investigation, the NCAA Infractions Committee found widespread recruiting violations in all 12 Sun Belt teams. The violations included pay-to-play schemes and egregious violations of contact rules with recruits throughout all of the 2013 season. The committee, knowing that SMU still to this day has never fully recovered from the long-term effects of the imposed death penalty, ruled to invoke a newly created punishment called the Walk-On Challenge. Each team in the conference was forced to fire all staff involved with the football program and hire new members under direct supervision of all university presidents. They were forced to cut all players, including scholarship and current walk-ons. They are no longer allowed to award scholarships for the 2014 season. They can begin awarding scholarships again after one season ban. The most nefarious of the teams were Kentucky Baptist, Missouri A&M, and Texas Polytechnic. These three teams will be stripped of the previous season's bowl wins, conference title, stats, and any associated official rankings that any of the programs attained. With all of that in mind, let's see who these schools hired to jumpstart their programs. Dallas State hired Guillermo Escoto. He's a 34-year-old from Texas A&M, and they're going to be running a spread playbook, so look for them to put up a lot of points. The Eastern Missouri Thunder Chickens have hired Stuart Smart. He's 58 years old, an alumnus of Mizzou, and watch out for them to be a high-octane offense as they're going to be running an air raid. Elijah Coleman was born and raised on the Texas Plains, so when Houston Christian called him, he couldn't refuse. The Crusaders are going to be running an air raid, so they should fit right in the conference. Next, we've got the young and former Cyclone, Luke Leland. He was born and raised in Iowa, and he's going to be running a read option run-heavy attack. The Red Knights were able to sign away a former defensive coordinator for the Kansas State Wildcats, Benjamin Williams. Williams is going to come to the Red Knights and run a multiple style offense. Ken Pipkin's an old school style coach from Louisville. He'll be running the pistol for Kentucky Baptist. Wayne Sterling is one of the youngest coaches ever at the FBS level at 31 years of age. He'll be running none other than an air raid offense. A side note, he's the grandson of Jack Freeman, the Oklahoma A&M coach, who's up next. Jack Freeman is a former offensive coordinator for Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and Tulsa. He graduated from Tulsa way back in the day. He'll be bringing a multiple style offense to the Oklahoma A&M Twisters. He's also the grandfather of Missouri A&M Bluebirds coach Wayne Sterling. David Chin has lived his entire life out on the West Coast and graduated from Stanford University. He'll have a change as he moves out to Omaha, and he's going to bring the air raid with him. Santiago Hernandez is originally from San Antonio. He'll be bringing a multiple style book to Peoria. Johnson graduated from UCLA back in the day. He's going to bring one of the deadliest read option attacks that the country's ever seen. Lastly is Mike Miles, who's going to the Wesleyan State Tigers. He's originally from Georgia, and he's going to be the second team that brings the pistol to the Sun Belt Conference. So finally, after all of this, you're probably wondering which team we're going to roll with, right? Because hey, we got to have a primary storyline. Check this out. My name is Wayne Sterling. My daddy always used to say, son, shoulda, woulda, coulda ain't never done a damn thing for nobody. And he was right. So here I am now, taking advantage of a terrible situation and beginning a journey that no other coach has gone on before. Welcome to Jeff City, Missouri, home of the Missouri A&M Bluebirds, and this is their story.